I've been seeing on changing topics a little bit is on LinkedIn, a lot of B2B marketers are posting about, you need a business narrative that drives content marketing. You need a solid strategy. You need good tactics, but it's the same content over and over. It gets boring and stale. I'm really curious to know because nobody's really talking about, and I don't know if it's out of fear, but nobody's really talking about what are the deep customer insights that you're seeing instead of telling people, talk to your customer, here's the end. You need the insights. What are the insights? We don't know what the insights are.
Yeah.
So can you provide what customer insights and how analytics combine? And instead of just here's the data, like what is the aha moments that you see when
Yeah.
you see the customer insights and analytics? You will be the first one who talks about this, by the way.
Hey, we'll take it. Yeah. That's always, I'm very much like you. It's like, I'm like, cool. That's the concept. How do I do it? Tell me how, what do I do? So yeah, that's something where, yeah, we definitely get into with all of our clients and their customers as well. So when I think about deep insights, it's going to vary just by, their product, their industry, so many different factors. It can be things such as a common one that we see, especially with startups, is there's a price mismatch relative to the product feature value. So you think that your market is, small and growing companies, but you price it like you're targeting mid-market or enterprise. And so that's where you might have a mismatch between the product value doesn't justify the higher spend. So you either have to drop the spend to match the product value, or you have to improve your product feature so it can compete with those more established other solution competitors that you might be going against. So that's a big one where sometimes we'll have a tough conversation with a client who they think that their product justifies at that price point when the market will tell you you don't. And that's just a simple talk to your customers or run a report in Salesforce and see how many deals, once I get to opportunity create or SQO, if you don't have a DQ reason for losses like cost or budget, things like that, go put that in. And then you'll find out if there's a substantial amount falling in there, that's an indicator that there's a mismatch between what your market thinks it should be paying and what you're charging. So go ahead.
That involves talking to customers too.
Yeah, it's both of them. So
and market research
about that. And then other simple things are just like my favorites. What does your prospects or your market, what types of content do they prefer? So I'll go and ask them, just like me personally, I love video, but I'm not going to watch it with sound. So I'll tell people like, just make sure you CC your stuff. Or I'm not one to read a PDF that's 14 pages long. Give me the TLDR version and a 30-second Loom video or something else. So that's going to vary though so much by if your market is very technical, or if they are on the go, or if they are like nurses who are just scrolling Facebook. So that's where we say you have to ask them what they like. Don't make the assumption of how you like to consume is how your market's going to.